I don't have a great memory, but what I do remember, I have like very specific snapshots. And we have a room upstairs that we actually opened up to two rooms, but it was one room and it was his studio, or his. It just had a big desk and a big record collection, and there wasn't much to it. It wasn't like a high end studio or anything, but that's where he wrote a lot of songs. And I actually remember him calling me in and playing the song for me. I don't know if it was the first time. I just remember it. And I guess just like everything else I'm saying, I think it was that feeling of being included, or that inclusive like vibe, like, hey, this is yours. So, have fun with it. So, my mom always called it the dirty diaper dance, which was, it was just basically, it wasn't real complicated, it's pretty much just rocking back and forth. But it was when I was allowed to do my thing and have my own little shtick. So that's my memory of it. We almost developed. I went to school, so there's no way I could have been on the road as much as I remember that I was in my head. I'm sure I only joined him for like 5 to 8 shows a year or so, or maybe, but I don't even, maybe it was a dozen. I have no idea. But in my head, I was out, on the road with him for like, 100 shows a year, living the grind, whatever else. But so we did develop a little shtick where he would act like he forgot my age and say just 4 years old in the song, but I would be 7, and I'd nudge him on the stage and say, no, I'm 7, and he'd have to go, oh, sorry, I messed it up again. So that's personal in that respect, like just remembering moments like that.
This is a very short story song about the cats in the cradle kid, my son. Daddy plays guitar, you dance without a smile. Kid, you may not have great rhythm, but you sure got style. 4 years old and still it seems you've got it figured out. When Daddy sings and then you dance, the people clap and shout. 'Cause you're my dancing boy, and it's scary how you trust me. Just one look from you and I come pouring out like wine. You're my dancing boy, I'm sure by now that you must see your dancing means much more to me than any dream of mine. I'm proud when you are with me and my heart lives in my throat. When you start to strut your stuff, my eyes go all afloat. And when I have to leave you home, as sometimes it must be, I always feel I leave behind far too much of me. 'Cause you're my dancing boy, and it's scary how you trust me. Just one look from you and I come pouring out like wine. You're my dancing boy, I'm sure by now that you must see your dancing means much more to me than any dream of mine. Do it, kid. Time is coming, dancing boy, when your dancing days are done. When Daddy and his dancing boy will have dwindled down to one. The world will teach you other steps to match the march of time. I hope you'll keep our dancing days dancing in your mind. I do your dancing boy, 'cause it's scary how you trust me. Just one look from you and I come pouring out like wine. Do your dancing boy, I'm sure by now that you must see your dancing means much more to me than any dream of mine.